Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be trying to solve the Times Quick Cryptic number 2708 2708, and this has been published today, which is the 21st of June 2024. It's been set by Peridot, who is not a setter I'm very familiar with. I think we've had one crossword by them before, so got a little bit of a new experience. So I tend to find that with new setters or setters I'm unfamiliar with, that their style, their use of words is something I struggle with, which isn't say they're hard, it's just I'm not familiar with it. So I'm going to reset the timer and then crack on. I want to cross one Barking High Street. One Barking High Street. And that's just ST. One barking is a dog. Regret holding escape and save. Esc. Regret. Beginning to see except when lacking light. Beginning to see except when lacking sight. Blinded. Beginning to see, so that was just an S. Except when lacking light. No idea. Impenetrable contents of hidden secret is a nice hidden word. Dense. Figure lacking a horse. Figure lacking a, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are figures without any A's in there, so a horse is a nag, a GG. Body. Turnover, decisive factor in what's fitting for head. Turnover, decisive factor in what's fitting for head. Some kind of hat in what's fitting. Is that a hat? What's got a hat in it? Turnover. Gate allowing one to enter until rest dispersed. So that looks like an anagram. Until rest dispersed suggests there's going to be something like a stir at the end. Allowing one to enter is a 1. A gate allowing let. I feel like it's barrier, but it can't be barrier. Gate. Greek character not favouring Italian wines. That's alphabet going to epsilon. Upsilon. Italian wines asti normally, but I don't think it is. Lambrusco, Lambrini. Not favouring is out. Off. Small, tricky splinter, shard. Shard, small, hard. Some volume of books, again, got some volume of books teaching religion. It's just there might be a hidden word in there. Can't really see volume of books teaching religion. RI. Some volume books teaching religion. Bible. Quran. Some volume. Put in shifts almost the whole of marriage. So put in shifts almost the whole of marriage. I mean, a lot of these clues are just not making much sense to me today. Just pulling my curtain to the window screen on the screen. Dessert that's frozen or best whipped. Or best whipped. That's an anagram. Or best, I think. Sorbet. 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 Ace is normally 1. Fella is a looker. Ace. Fella is a looker. Ace. Don't know. Golly, let's hope there's something a bit easier on the downs. Source of oil in southeast unaltered. Source of oil is a well. Swell. E. In southeast. Just it should be that. Unaltered is unedited. Sure it won't get south. Sure it won't get muddled. It's hard to say. So that's just an I'm sure it won't get. It's hard to say. which is a tongue twister, I think. Just kind of the clue being the it's hard to say, and it looks like tongue twisters in that anagram I said. One choosing reader, sorry, one choosing e-reader. The only e-reader I can think of is Kindle, and that's 6 letters. One choosing e-reader. Ultimately become parody, losing head. Ultimately become parody. Losing head. I feel like there's an up in there, but dup. Ultimately become parody. Conservative faction getting share as payment. Ration. Maybe that isn't. It's a. I mean, that would be, a share would be a ration. A faction getting share as payment. Con. I'll take that out just because. Group faction. Don't know. Level containing the French team, football team. 11. Even with L in it, sorry. C's coins tossed, splitting. That's surely an anagram of C coins. Splitting. C's coins splitting. Splitting. Cool. Trendy drink. Normally in. I had drink. I had is bland. Insipid. Insip-eyed. I had it. I'd. What may cover lice? What may cover Pisces or Libra? They're both signs of the zodiac, but there's something clever going on there. What may cover Pisces? It looks like there's a. Look at that S there. Sort of thing that looks like a hidden word, but I can't see it because Libra doesn't have an S in it. May cover Pisces or Libra. Stars. Clouds. That'd be a bit of a weird thing. I mean, Pisces and Libra constellations in the sky. What may cover? Don't know. Unless it's... gosh, yes, very good. Libra is the scales and fish. Pisces is the fish, so they have scales. Goes off seat. Goes off seat second to last. Goes off. Something goes off is rancid. It's French city hosting English relation. That's good on Nice. Nice. Nice with Nice. So what's this? Live? Some volume of books teaching religion. Liter. Lit-re. Yeah, of course. Lit. Religious education. Greek character. Chi. Chianti. Again, not favouring anti, yeah, of course. He's coined. That's interesting. Unless there is no I in the middle of that. Because I've only got one I and C's coined. That's splitting, unless it's something a little bit more clever, like something flip, coins tossed. Coins tossed to be flipped. I've got allowing one to enter, and that's an I there, so till rest dispersed. Okay, let's go back up, see what we've got on the top line. Now we've got T on it. One barking high street. One barking's a dog, which makes me think it's a setter, but high. One barking nutter. Barking mad. High street. I feel like I want an ST there. If that's a I'm going to put S there just to see if that helps me. One choosing e-reader. One choosing as a selector. Don't know. go holding escape and save. I mean, escape feels like it should be a SCE escape. One whole regret is esc. Regret is rue. Oh, rescue there. Rescue. That must be end, mustn't it? Ultimate is end. Become parody, losing head. End up, send up. Yep, send up. That must be a con. I think that's ration. But I can't think what goes in conservation. Con. Oh, faction. Side. Consideration. There we are. Conside. Consideration. Turnover decisive factor in what's fitting for head. Cap. Turnover decisive factor. Oh, I think I need that. Unraveled. What have we got over here? Figure lacking a horse. Figure lacking a horse. Don't know. Gate allowing one to enter until rest dispersed. Put in shifts. Almost the whole of marriage. Marriage is union. Put in shifts. Shifts. Put in shifts almost the whole of marriage. Marriage is matrimony. Ace fellow is a looker. Adonis. I don't know why that's ace. Fellow is Don. Is Adonis. Goes off last. Goes off seat second to last. Goes off second to last. Look at this one. Beginning to see, except when lacking light. When it's lacking light, it's dark, isn't it? Beginning to see. We need to write down these letters for C coins, C's coins, S-E-E-S, C-N-S-O-I. Conscience, I think that is. Splitting. No, not conscience. Splitting. Got a lot of vowels there. A lot of S's. Got 3 S's. Can't say there's an S at the end. Since. Splitting. Look, looks on. Turnover. Turn is a go. What's fitting the head? Decisive factor. Prime. Factors. What's fitting the head? Turnover. Taupe. Can't be a. Well, if that really is an anagram, that one, then I've only got so many letters that can go in that S. I've got a C, which makes you think that's cap. Cap, turnover, turn over. What's this? Don't know, decisive factor. Don't know. Let's assume that's a C though for now. Insk, ink. I suppose it's not an anagram of C's coin, but it does look like that. C's coins. Gate allowing one to enter. Gate is gate allowing one to enter until rest dispersed. Is that just an anagram until rest? I think that is, isn't it? I think Peridot's been very kind here and given us 2 anagrams in the middle, which, if you're good at anagrams, is great. In my case, I'm not. So, oh, just writing them down again, because turnstile, there we are, turnstile. Jumped out at me suddenly. Gate allowing one to enter. In fact, that's what a turnstile does. So there's an S and an I. So look at my other anagram going down. S. I mean, I would think that ends in E. If that's an E, one choosing. Let's select. No. One choosing is a selector. It's a chooser. It's an opter. E-reader. Just hoping there isn't a model I know of. An e-reader is a Hi. I mean, the only way I can see that breaking down one Barking High Street is for that to be ST at the end. High is lit, but lit leaves us a letter in the middle. And my dogs that begin with lit are not very good. Let's have a look here. Source of oil in southeast, unaltered. Source of oil is O. In southeast. But it doesn't give me much else to work with. If I put an O in there, all I've got is southeast to get to the word unaltered. And southeast is Kent. Unaltered. Pure. Oh, this is got some nasties in it, hasn't it? Figure lacking a horse. Figure lacking a horse. Let's just go through my figures again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. A horse. My horse knowledge is okay, but one of those areas when I see it coming across it, I'm a bit like, ooh, not sure if that goes off seat, second to last. What are we looking to get to? Goes off is, I feel like goes off is asking me to go for something that's unripe. It's gone rancid, it's gone second to last. But then what do I do with the rest of the clue? Second to last. Because if it's the last of second, that's a D. Puts in shifts. Put is to place. Almost the whole of marriage. A little bit of a grinding halt here. I mean, so the only place I've really got that's going to help me is this C's coin, which I think I've got rid of an SC and I. I'm not even sure that's a C, to be honest. I mean, given the letters I've got 2 E's, 2 S's left. Could be a C there. See, that would splitting. Again, let's have a think about this from the perspective of if that is an anagram, what can I go across here? Put in shifts. Got an S. Could have C again. Could be the nuptial. They are nuptial. Which is, oh gosh, what's that mean? Put in shifts. Okay, so that's an anagram. Put in shifts. Almost the whole of marriage. Nuptial. Ah, what have we got with N then? Got rid of the N. Let's put an ION. 2 E's and O. Something like S. Something ION. I assume it's an ION. Splitting. Oof. I want to look at this one again. Ah, that's got a second to last. It looks like lass. Goes off seat. Second to last. Goes off. Explodes. Can't be explodes. Pretty certain about shard being small and tricky. Tricky is hard. Splinter is a shard. So that's good. Nuptial. Put in shift. So put in shifts. Almost. Oh, I don't know what the AL comes from. Nup. Is it nuptial? The whole of marriage. Put in shifts. Put in shifts. So yeah, we've got that anagramming. Almost the whole. Oh, okay, the whole is all, and marriage is nuptial. Goes off seat. I mean, that can only begin with a vowel, I think. Add. Goes off. Edibles, oddles, uddles, iddles, uddles, oodles. Addles. Second to last. Goes off saddle. Ah, okay. Oh gosh, so that's move. I think that's move the. Yeah, move the second letter. Or, yes, moves S to the end to make it addles. Oh golly. Come on then, let's crack this blooming anagram that I can't do. I don't even know that is a C. Let's have a look. C's. Let's cross off some of C's coins. So I've got rid of S. I think I've got rid of it. Okay, so I reckon I've got rid of the whole of coins, which just leaves me C's to go in there, which is secession, splitting, secession. I think secession is. I think that is right. That feels like it must be captive. Cap. Turnover. Decisive factor. Cub. Beginning to see when lacking light. Except when lacking light. Oh, something less, isn't it? I think. If that's less. Sunless. S, unless. Sunless, golly. Oh, well, one choosing e-reader. E-reader. Picker. What do we know e-readers as? Is that a reader as in the person who's reading a book? Source of oil in southeast unaltered. So source of oil may be the SE, sesame, unaltered the same. There you go, sesame. Got con there. Figure lacking a horse. Mount. Golly, a mount, wow. One barking. High Street. I really want that to be setter. But I don't know why it's setter if it is. One barking is a setter. That makes that any Lector. Oh, very good. Elector. Lector being a reader. Wow. So I think it has to be high street setter. I think it has to be, but I think it is setter because a dog barks. High street. Oh, it's just an anagram. Street. Oh my word! Really? Anagram high? Yeah, I suppose so. It's mixed up, isn't it? Turnover decisive factor. What am I missing here? Okay, so let's think differently. Cop. Turnover. Cap. So I can have cap, and that feels it's happening. Yeah, that feels like it's a cap is fitting for the head. Cap. Kep. Cup. Cup. Kip. Cop. Or kipe. I don't think there's anything else. Sipe. What turnover? Decisive. So is this literally a word that's backwards? Turnover. E something. I something. P-A-C. E. I don't think it is. It looks like a set of letters that I really wouldn't want to. Decisive factor. Here's the cap-wise. Caprice. I really want that to be captive, and I'm sure it isn't captive. Turnover. I said capture the other day. No, capsize. There we are. Turnover is capsize. Ah, hurrah! Woohoo! Woo! 26 minutes. Another difficult solve this week. The third time I've been in 26-27 minute range. But actually, I really struggled there, and I've got this big sense of relief. I don't know. You probably hear it in my voice to have got through that. So, golly. Yeah. Well. Okay. Let's go through those clues and see what we got. One barking high street is literally, as I've said, a dog barks. So one barking is a setter, and high street is an anagram of street. It was that simple. Rescue. So rescue is regret, holding, escape, and save. So RUE is rue, and that's holding, escape. ESC gives us rescue, which is to save. 8 across. Beginning to see, except when lacking light. So beginning to see is the S, and then except is unless. So when you're lacking light, it's because it's sunless. Impenetrable contents of hidden secret. Thankfully I got this very quickly. Contents of hidden secret. So there we can see dense in the middle of that. And impenetrable is dense. Figure lacking a horse. So a horse is a mount, and an amount is a figure, a sum of money, an amount of money, and lack the A gives you mount. Capsize. So okay, that's a bit of a cryptic one, isn't it? Turnover, decisive factor in what's fitting for head. So turnover is to capsize, and the decisive factor in what's fitting for head, because you really have to split that one up. So into turnover, and then decisive factor in what's fitting for head. Well, that's the size of your cap is what matters if it's going to fit correctly. Gate allowing one to enter until rest dispersed. So a gate that allows you to enter is a turnstile, and until rest dispersed is an anagram of until rest to get to turnstile. Greek character, so the Greek alphabet, the letter key, or I think it's key or chi. I would say it's, I don't know, chi. Not favouring is anti. Put them together, you get Italian wine of Chianti. Small tricky splinter, so that's small for S, hard is tricky, and splinter is a shard. Some volume of books teaching religion, so a volume is a litre, and books are lit, literature, and teaching religion, so teaching religion is religious education, RE. Put in shift, so that's anagram of put in, and then almost the whole is the word all, A-A-A-L-L, but we've not got the whole of all, we've got almost all of all, which means just put in the AL, and marriage is nuptial. Dessert that's frozen is a sorbet, and we can see all best whipped, so that's an anagram of all best is sorbet. Ace, letter A, fellow is a looker, Don is, and Adonis is a looker. So that's the clue. Right, source of oil. Sesame seeds are a source of oil in the southeast, and unaltered is the same. It's the same. Sure, it won't get muddled, so that's literally an anagram of tongue twister. Yeah, the answer is, well, so it's hard to say. A tongue twister is hard to say, as is this clue apparently. And sure, it won't get muddled is an anagram. Is saying muddled is saying it's an anagram of sure it won't get, which gives us tongue twister. Oh, one choosing e-reader, so that's saying to us we want an e-lector. So I believe a lector is, sort of the big stand in a church or places where people read off of. So an e-reader is an elector, and the person who chooses in an election is, a voter, is an elector. Ultimately become parody, losing head. So we were looking to get to ultimately here, which is to end up, and we've got a parody, which is a send up, but it's losing its head, so we go from send up to end up. We lose the S off it. Conservative faction getting share as payment. So we have to just split this into conservative, which is a con. I mean, that's very, very helpful to give us con. Con for conservative. A faction is a side, you take sides, and then a share is a ration. So put that together, you get consideration, and a payment is consideration. Level containing the French football team. So level is even. It contains the French. Well, French words for the are le, la, and les, but in this case it's the le version, le. We're after. Put that into it, and you get 11, which is a football team. Sometimes you see that with the Spanish version, which is the Spanish el, level or flat football team. So L even, so football team. That one kind of comes up a lot in various forms. Seize coins tossed, splitting. So anagram of seize coins, indicated by the word tossed. So toss up the letters, they come back down as secession, which is splitting. Not a word, I know the word, but it's not a word I could have defined. Trendy drink I had is bland. So okay, this is a nice easy kind of breakdown. Trendy is in, that comes up a lot, always worth remembering that. Sometimes it's hip, but normally it's in, as is being at home. In. Drink is you take a sip of a drink, or sup sometimes, but in this case it's sip, and I had is abbreviated to I'd, so you get insipid, which is bland. I like this one. What may cover Pisces or Libra? So Pisces in the zodiac is the sign of the fish, is sign of fishes, Pisces, and Libra is the sign represented by the scales. So both of them are, so scales cover a fish, and Libra is the sign of the scales. Goes off seat second to last. Wow. Goes off seat. So goes off is to addles, and a seat is a saddle. Now it's saying take second, the S of saddle, and move it to the end. So go from saddle to make it addles. Nice easy one to finish with, thankfully. French city hosting English relation. Again, another one we see quite a lot. Comes up as an old chestnut. So French city is Nice, spelled N-I-C-E, Nice, and it's hosting E for English, so put that in there, you get Nice, which is a relation, relative. So there we go, all done. Glad to get through that, because I really thought at one point I wasn't going to get into this northwest area. My anagramming on secession, a word I'm not familiar with, was pretty tough, and then finally got to capsize. A couple of good bits of wordplay in there, but there were some tough definitions there. You really had to look. So if I go back to, capsize is just turnover, and addles was goes off, sunless. When lacking light is sunless. Wow. So as I say, some tough ones, but hope that all made sense and you enjoyed it, and maybe see you again.